The Newsday continues here on One News Now Business. I'm Diego Castro. Here are the biggest $6 million for a new fisheries project in the Philippines. According to the multilateral lender, its board greenlit the Philippine Fisheries and Coastal Resiliency Project, or FishCorp. The project aims to improve fisheries management and production in the Philippines. FishCorp also aims to widen opportunities for fishery products, ensure steady supply of fish for national food security. The project is expected to benefit over 1.15 million fisher folk, small to medium businesses, and residents in coastal communities. President Bongbong Marcos says 100% rice self-sufficiency is not strictly necessary to meet the country's needs. The president says his administration has set a target of 97.5% for rice self-sufficiency by 2028. This after the Agriculture Department earlier said it aimed to achieve absolute rice sufficiency through the Masagana Rice Program. The program aims to stabilize rice supply at up to 26.86 million metric tons. The president says the country doesn't exactly need to fill in the remaining 3%, as this can be substituted by alternate products.
You do not have to really go to 100% kasi yung 3% iba yung mga niche products, yung mga organic, yung mga special na grain, Japanese rice, yung mga ganun. Yun hindi na natin kailangan i-provide yun. Pero at 97%, masasabi na natin, mapapakain na natin lahat ng ating kababayan ng may sapat na bigas na supply.
The Metropolitan Water Works and Sewerage Systems water allocation from Angat Dam is retained until June. The MWSS said the National Water Resources Board allowed them to have 52 cubic meters per second of water allocation until June 15. After that, the allocation will be down to 50 cms to ensure enough water for irrigation amid the planting season. According to the MWSS, concessionaires are not liable on water interruptions caused by low supply.
Force majeure will excuse the two concessionaires. Hindi mo natin po pwede masisi sila pag wala po talagang tubig.
But the MWSS said water companies may soon be governed by stricter rules for missing their service obligations. From 15 days, they will be given only 3 days to implement necessary water interruptions. Under the proposal set for implementation by end of June, penalties will be refunded to affected customers.
Kasi dati po, masyadong lax. Mas maliit lang yung penalty. Ngayon po ay lalaki na yung penalty at tuloy-tuloy na po ito. At it's going to be per day. May talagang incentive talaga sila na ayusin ka agad yung serbisyo. Ginawa po natin ito para maprotektahan ang interest ng ating mga consumers dahil po naagrabyado po talaga sila at hindi po sapat ang nakukuha nilang penalties.
Metro Pacific Chairman Manny V. Pangilinan sat down on thought leaders with Cathy Yang, where he discussed MPIC's plan to go private, as well as the conglomerate's future goals. MVP also shared his insights on the first year of the Marcos Jr. administration. Here's the report.
Metro Pacific Investments Corporation is eyeing to unlock its potential as a private company. MPIC is planning to delist from the stock exchange as First Pacific, GT Capital Holdings, and Japan's Mitsui have earlier announced a tender offer to buy a minority stake in the infrastructure conglomerate. The consortium is looking to buy out the minority shareholders, owning a combined 36.6% at 4 pesos and 63 centavos a share. The consortium says MPIC's delisting would be better aligned with their objective of investing in long-term infrastructure projects in the country. On thought leaders with Cathy Yang, MPIC Chairman Manny V. Pangilinan says they plan to maximize the value of the corporation as a private firm by listing their subsidiaries such as Maynilad.
It will be unlocked by way of listing the various subsidiaries. Maynilad is required under the its new franchise to list within 5 years, so I believe in 2026 they should be listed. We have to list. We will list the Tollways Group perhaps next year. So I think these are businesses that are focused on tollways as tollways, water as water.
Aside from infrastructure development, Pangilinan says the MVP Group is looking to concentrate on the food and logistics industries to provide the basic needs of Filipinos.
Food is an area where the country needs help in growing our food, and I think it's sad that we have to import increasingly food items. We're even looking at aquaculture now, and logistics. The logistics cost in this country is too expensive.
Pangilinan adds that the group's primary goals include both promoting sustainability and assisting people in enhancing their lives through financial and business investments. In terms of transportation, meanwhile, Pangilinan said that they are targeting a barrier-less tollway system in the country. Pangilinan says that having no barriers in toll booths will allow for an even smoother time in highways such as NLEX and SLEX.
We need to have the software platform to be able to tag you as you enter whichever tollways or toll booths, and to identify you where you exit and automatically calculate the fare.
Also on Thought Leaders, MVP shared his insights on the first year of the Marcos Jr. administration. Pangilinan says he is optimistic over the current course that the administration is taking, adding that Marcos's first year is a, quote, refreshing change from the previous administration.
We need to have the software platform to be able to tag you as you enter whichever tollways or toll booths, and to identify you where you exit and automatically calculate the fare.
Arian Kalumbiran, We Are One News.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. Betty continues to move northward after it weakened into a severe tropical storm. As of Pag-asa's latest monitoring, the center of the storm was estimated at 570 kilometers northeast of Itbayat, Batanes. It's packing winds of 100 kilometers per hour near the center, with gustiness of up to 125 kilometers per hour. On the track forecast, Betty is expected to exit the Philippine area of responsibility this afternoon or evening. The storm will continue to gradually accelerate northward before beginning to turn east over the waters near the Ryukyu Islands. As of 11 a.m., Pag-asa has lifted all tropical cyclone warning signals in the country. The impact of severe tropical storm Betty has prompted Cebu Pacific to cancel some of its flights today, June 1. The airline said turnaround flights from Manila to Coron and San Jose have been called off. Also canceled due to bad weather are flights from Cebu to Coron and back to Cebu. Former Bangko Sentral Deputy Governor Diwa Ginigundo raises the possibility of higher taxes once the Maharlika Investment Fund is officially signed into law. Ginigundo warns Filipinos may have to pay more government. To be able to recover this, the government will either have to borrow externally or raise taxes. Ginigundo says if the government opts for the latter, the burden will likely fall on consumers.
Ang magbabayad tayo ng mas mataas na buwis o kaya mas magbabayad tayo ng mas mataas na presyo ng mga bilihin o kaya ng serbisyo, depende kung saan ipapataw yung buwis.
The warning comes after the House of Representatives adopted the Senate version of the Maharlika Investment Fund bill. This means the bill will now only await the President's signature to become a law. Some lawmakers from the lower chamber stood against what they described as railroading of the measure and even called it a scam.
Creating a sovereign fund cannot possibly address the issues of the labor sector and will make public funds more vulnerable to abuse and corruption.
We're done with several scams, the Coco Levy Fund scam, and more recently, promises na agad ay magkakaroon tayo ng 20 pesos na kilo ng bigas, pamamahagi ng gold bars, at ngayon po, Maharlika Investment Scam.
Prices of liquefied petroleum gas or LPG are seeing a decrease this month. Petron, Solein, and Phoenix have implemented rollbacks of over 6 pesos per kilogram for household LPG. The adjustment is equivalent to a 67 or 68 peso reduction in the price of a typical 11 kilogram LPG tank. Prices of auto LPG are likewise reduced by at least 3 pesos and 47 centavos per liter. This marks the third rollback for LPG and auto LPG products this year due to price movements in the world market. And those are the top business stories of the hour. I'm Diego Castro. Join us again at 2 p.m. We are One News. All sides, all the time.